Hey guys, we are almost finished with this training. Thank you for sticking with us throughout it. One of the last things that we're going to discuss is Senate Bill 1153. You may or may not have any idea what I'm talking about. So we're going to kind of talk a little bit about what it is and how do we comply. The main idea within the Senate bill is it relates to parental rights and information regarding certain intervention strategies used with public school students. And this is where that pathways form goes into play, where we are following through iStation data, looking to see if they fall in tier 1, 2, or 3. And if they do, we are following the specific steps all the way down the line of each category of intervention to make sure that we are having common pathways as a district to support our students. There will be a parent letter that will automatically go home when students are placed in tier 2 and 3 interventions based on the pathway. And that's why it's really important for us to know the difference between tier 1 instruction and tier 2 and 3 interventions. We will follow up with this more as we continue to learn more about the new RTI process, but we just wanted you to be aware of how we are utilizing this RTI process, the PLC questions, the T-test rubric. All of those things are coming together and working together so that we can monitor student progress. And if students are not performing within tier 1 and they need those tier 2 and tier 3 interventions, that we have that parent communication that will go home to let them know that their student is struggling and what things that we are doing to support their progress. So for this last piece, I'm just going to click through this. We're looking at Senate Bill 1153. It was passed in May of 2017. It required all school districts to document a student's placement in intervention and notify parents and students and the placement of the intervention. This one does address a lot of the PLC questions, just as the other ones probably have that you've noticed. We have to know what we expect students to learn so that we know if they're falling in tier 1, 2, or 3. But for the most part, the Senate Bill 1153 is going to address question number 3. How are we going to respond when they do not know it? That's where we're providing those tier 2 and 3 interventions, research-based strategies to support the learners to move forward and to get that documentation and to reach success and growth for all students. So this is the final slide in the training. Just thank you so much for sticking with us throughout this. I hope that you find that doing the training this way was more valuable use of your time. It may be longer than you anticipated, but there is just really important information that we had to get out to you. And I tried to streamline it as much as possible. Our main purpose today was for you to understand the definition of RTI and all of the key vocabulary of the new RTI framework that we're building in RISD to have that common language. Our core RTI team is going to attend our second training together on November 16th, and then we will come back to you with additional information in the process. In the meantime, please just reach out to us if you have any questions, and thanks again for your participation.